This whole thing going around about who would win in a fight between a single gorilla and 100 humans has me thinking about something that happened several years ago. At the time, I was volunteering for an animal rights organization that I will not name, for reasons that will become clear. They sent me to the Democratic Republic of Congo to assist in what I thought was a campaign to preserve a shrinking population of gorillas. When I arrived in the country, I met a man who claimed to be the head organizer of the campaign. From the airport, he led me to a village where we met with a group of armed militants. The organizer, who by this point was the only person I could come close to calling a friend, said these men would be our escorts through the jungle should any hostile animals try to attack us. I was well aware of the potential for danger, though having half a dozen armed guards for just two conservationists felt like overkill. After briefly getting to know each other, the organizer finally offered to take me on my first trip to see a family of gorillas who resided in a known area relatively nearby. We were able to trek several miles deeper into the jungle from the village, but before long, we had to walk the rest of the way through dense trees and foliage. As we approached the gorilla's territory, finally, the journey came to an end as we reached a clearing. That's when we were quietly in the presence of gorillas. Through previous encounters with the organizer and his guards, the animals had become slightly accustomed to humans, but I was urged to step no farther than the edge of the clearing. In that moment, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The sight of the gorillas was so much more breathtaking and uncannily human. Even the silverback male in charge of the entire family seemed to care very little about us being there. But then, that majestic moment crashed and burned when the organizer and his armed guards retreated from the clearing by several yards, and their weapons were now trained on me. That's when they directed me to approach the gorillas, the exact opposite of what they had just told me moments ago. I obviously refused, but they started threatening me. I realized that I was walking to my death no matter which way I went. These men never intended to do anything but use me as live bait for whatever sick purposes they had.
No, please don't make me do this. We're friends.
We can still be friends after this. Just walk toward the gorilla.
But he'll rip me apart. Why are you doing this?
Those rich creeps in the city will pay anything for an ounce of ape meat. And that thing right there is sitting on 300 pounds of it. All you gotta do is draw it out so we can get a clear shot. Got it?
No, this is insane. I can't do it. Just let me come back, please.
We're either leaving here with 300 pounds of ape meat or 100 pounds of human meat. Your flesh will sell for an even higher price. Understand? It's you or the gorilla. So what's it gonna be?
Okay.
Get closer. We need it to move.
I'm getting there. Fuck.
I was looking at my worst nightmare, the face of a deadly gorilla inches away from mine. It was looking right at me as the life drained from its eyes. I'll never forget it. I was in shock after that moment, but the horror didn't end there. The men forced me to take photos for them, posing over the gorilla's remains. They were smiling at their accomplishment while I was nothing but ashamed to be a part of it. The poachers then wrapped the gorilla's body up to conceal it. Then the organizer told me that if I ever revealed the true nature of his operation to anyone, he would have me taken out and sold to cannibals on the black market. Given how much of my information he has, I have had no choice but to obey his order, but I have never gone back to the Congo since. The photos were leaked online. My face was never shown in the pictures. However, it has kept me from trying to be a part of any other wildlife conservation efforts, in case someone were to make the connection. Today, with this asinine discussion about humans fighting a gorilla, I can't stop thinking about what I witnessed, and about how reality is far less fair to gorillas than any hypothetical situation people might make them out to be. This story was inspired by a horrific incident regarding sickening images of a gorilla believed to have been taken out and being used for a photo opportunity by a group of armed men. Pictures posted online by the conservation group has sparked anger amongst animal rights activists. The organization called El Association Gorilla said the animal was taken out illegally, suggesting the men in the photo may be responsible. It was understood the photos were taken near Brazzaville, the capital of the Republic of Congo. In a social media post accompanying the stomach-churning images, the group said, "This is what we never want to see again. These shocking images of a beautiful gorilla taken out illegally. Let us remember once again that the slaughter of protected species is strictly forbidden by Congolese law. It has been mentioned that the apes were being taken out to primarily supply high-end demand for meat in urban centers, where the consumption of ape meat is considered to be prestigious amongst the wealthy. In regards to the 100 men versus 1 gorilla conversation, it's evident that men can of course win with firearms, but without it, well, that's not fair.